talking about a new technology. Um, it's not super recent, but we're going to be talking about 3D printing. So let's just get right into it. What is 3D printing? Uh, it is a new technology and it creates physical objects layer by layer, as shown in the picture here. Uh, and it uses a digital model or digital code to do that. A little bit about the current state of development is that it is widely used, and we typically see it in large scale companies. Uh, it may also be used in industries like aerospace, automotive, healthcare, and consumer goods. Since 3D printing breached the surface, it has also advanced to use a variety of materials, such as metals, plastics, ceramics, and even biomaterials. Now, 3D printing is pretty exciting. Uh, we're seeing that it's able to rapidly prototype, um, which speeds up product development. So a lot of companies are using it to improve their research and demand, or research and development, I mean. We also see that it enables highly customized products, and it has environmental benefits, like how it reduces waste compared to traditional manufacturing. So, looking at some practical examples, we could take the healthcare industry. Within that industry, we see a lot of 3D printed prosthetics, dental implants, and surgical models. Um, Looking at like the transportation industry, we see a lot of lightweight and customized car parts. Customized car parts are something that are becoming very popular as people just like to improve their cars and make them look cooler. Um, and looking at consumer goods, we see a lot of customized jewelry or furniture. And all these things can be done with 3D printing. Moving on, let's look at the market and its revenue projections. So a little bit about the market size. The global 3D printing market was valued at $17 billion in 2023. And it's projected to reach $50 to $55 billion by 2030. And that means it's growing at a compound annual growth rate of approximately 15 to 16%, which is insane. Uh, and we can look at some commercial drivers as well. There's an increase in adoption of 3D printing in manufacturing and healthcare. We can also see that 3D printing is expanding its services and materials rapidly. Moving on to the last slide, my favorite. Um, using my imagination, by 2065, South Dakota expects to leverage 3D printing to drive local economies in unexpected ways. Um, looking at looking at the economy in South Dakota, its primary industry is definitely agriculture. So 3D printers will allow farmers to print replacement parts on demand for tractors and harvesters. Was something I came up with, and then South Dakota is also very rich in their heritage and history. So I thought South Dakota could print 3D replicas of historical sites and artifacts for tourism and educational purposes. And additionally, they could use remote manufacturing hubs. Small towns could host 3D printing factories for medical devices or aerospace components shipped worldwide. And this would provide a lot of job opportunities um, and business opportunities. Thank you for listening.